Hi guys, this is Tino777 back again with a pickups video. I've been really good with my purchases, sticking to what I initially wanted to do, which was to just now go for the games that I really want, and trying to leave out all the filler. This is why in this pickups video, it's basically an eBay video because there's been nothing in the wild. I haven't really been going out much searching for games. I have popped into CEX a few times, but I found nothing. Actually, that's a lie. I actually did find a couple of DS games, but I ended up putting them back because they just weren't really what I wanted at this particular point in time. Maybe some point down the line. I picked up GTA Chinatown Wars for the DS. Now I do want that game, and I had it in my hands, but I wasn't really convinced about the price. I figured I could get it cheaper elsewhere, so I decided to hold off on it. But yeah, there's been nothing out in the wild, so I have resorted to eBay. So this video is pretty much all eBay pickups, but I have picked up a lot of good stuff for various systems. So anyway, let's get started. First couple of games I've got here are for the Game Boy Advance. One is a cart only, another one is boxed. Start with the cart only. Now, this is a game that's it's a platform game, 2D platform game that I've been keeping my eye out for a while. It's quite a cool game, and I think it's one of those games that I think flew under the radar for a lot of people. It's really cool. The game in question is Twinbee. This is also out on the ps1 as well. It's a 2D platform game. It plays very much like a little bit like Rocket Knight Adventures, as you sort of play a sort of robotic bee, and you have sort of like a jet-powered sort of attack move, so it allows you to sort of whiz by along the screen. It's a 2D platform game. It's really good. I got this for £3 all in, so that was a very good deal. The box game, this is one that I've wanted for a very long time, but it's proven to be quite tricky, simply because or at least the European version has been very hard to find. A loose cart can be quite expensive, and I just didn't think it was worth paying a certain amount for the game for just the cart. So I eventually settled on a fully boxed copy, but it's an American release. But I'm very glad to own it, because it's definitely one I've wanted for the GBA for a very long time. And the game is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is based on the animated film of the same name. Now, I want you guys just to know that don't get this confused with the game of the same name that came out on the PlayStation 2 and the GameCube. This is not that game. Those ones are crap. This one is a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up, and graphically it's very much in keeping to games like Turtles in Time. It's a fantastic 2D side-scrolling action game, guys. It really is worth tracking down, whether it be a loose copy or a box copy, but I opted to go for this box copy. I can show you some of the screenshots. Yeah, it's a really cool 2D beat 'em up, great colourful graphics. So it's got nothing to do with the console versions of the same game. This one is fantastic, guys, and I highly recommend it. Of course, you know, if you like 2D side-scrolling beat-em-ups, Turtles in Time, you know, Turtles the arcade game, this is definitely for you guys. And it's proven to be quite a tricky one to track down. So, yeah, I believe I got this for 30 quid, all in, from America. It was actually, believe it or not, the game itself was actually quite cheap. It was actually the shipping that cost more than the game. The game itself was about $10, something along those lines. What was it about? No, the game was $8, and the shipping was about 15 or so, something like that. I can't really remember now, but it was more expensive than the game itself. But in any case, I'm very, very happy. The seller that shipped it really well, and it's an excellent game. Next one I have here, this is for the PSP, and this is a title that I've actually wanted to get. It's proven quite hard I mean, it's not a hard game to find necessarily. I did see it once in the wild. I passed it up because at the time I was sort of like over my gaming budget, so I decided not to buy any more games. I went back later on, unfortunately it was gone. But I managed to get this one on eBay, and I got it for a really good price, so I'm very happy because it's in excellent condition. And I think it's pretty much the last sort of Western release that I really wanted, aside from maybe a few RPGs. But you know, since that's not really my genre, and I actually do have a lot of RPGs already for the PSP, but this was like an action game that I've wanted to get now for a while. I did get it for a good price as well, and the game is Star Wars Lethal Alliance. This seems like a really cool third-person action game. Like I say, I've wanted this one for a very long time, but it's proved quite elusive. But I was fortunate enough to win it on auction, and I got it for £3 all in. So that was very, very lucky. Great price. Because normally this game will go for about £6. £6 to £7 is a good price for it. Any more than that and you've overpaid. But I was very happy to get it for that price because it's in great condition, and yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but it's definitely one that I've wanted, so I'm just glad to add this one to the collection. Next game I've got here, this is one for the DS. Now this is a game that's proven again quite tricky to track down, simply because a European copy of this game can be very expensive. I bought this from a seller in Spain, and actually when I bought it I was quite surprised because the version I bought ended up being brand new sealed, but I thought I was actually buying a used copy because I couldn't tell it was sealed. It's a great game to have, and I'm very happy to track this one down because a sealed copy generally goes for about 50 quid, but I paid less than that. The game is Mega Man ZX Advert. This is the sequel to the previous game, and the hardest to track down and the most expensive. A US version of this game can be found for about 20 odd quid, but I managed to get this for 32 all in, and this was brand new and sealed. And when you consider the fact that a sealed copy of this game goes for 50 quid, and generally a used copy of the European release goes for about £35, I thought that was a great deal. So it was a pleasant surprise when I received it because I did not know it was sealed. So very, very happy with this one. I'm glad to finally have this one in my collection now because this is quite a hard to find game. Next set of games here, these are all PlayStation 2 games, and like I was saying, you know, I've been very good with my PS2 purchases. These three games were all fairly expensive games, but they were games that I've wanted. These are games on my list, games that I've wanted to have for a very long time. So let's start with the first one here. This is a survival horror game, and it's a very hard one to track down. It can be quite expensive as well. A used copy generally goes for anywhere for about 20 to 30 pounds. So I got this for a really good deal, and I've been watching it for a long time, just sort of waiting for the right price to come along. The game in question is Echo Night Beyond. This is a really cool first-person survival horror game. It's set in space. I have played it a bit, and it's really quite scary. It's got it's a lot based around ghosts, and it's really eerie. Very hard to find game, but I'm finally glad to track down a copy. I got this for 13 quid all in, and it is in great condition. It's fully complete. It's in very, very nice condition, so I'm very happy to finally add this one to my collection. Next game I've got here, this is one that again I've wanted for a long time, and it's proven to be quite a I know Lebosu77, he picked up a copy of this game for 99p, the jammy bastard. I've never been able to find this game out in the wild. Actually, no, I lie. Before I actively started collecting for the PlayStation 2, I used to see this game everywhere, and it used to go for about £6. You know, but then I decided to start picking up for the PlayStation 2, and all of a sudden this game just goes up in price, and it's proving to be very difficult to track down. But I finally got a copy, and while I probably will say I did overpay a little bit for this game, I'm just glad to get it out of the way, and it's in very nice condition, so I'm happy regardless. The game is Mega Man X8. This is a really cool, back to its roots 2D action platform game, because X7 had gone 3D, and a lot of people had mixed opinions on that one, so they sort of went back to its sort of 2D style with this game. And I got it for, it was about 11 quid all in. So yeah, I know I overpaid for this game, but I'm happy to just have it now, just get it out of the way, because to be honest with you, the price for this game tends to fluctuate a lot. I mean, the game was 9 quid plus postage, so you know, I'm happy regardless, just to finally get it, because yeah, I just can never find this game in the wild. It's just been proving for me to be very elusive. And finally, for the PlayStation 2, this is a game that again I've wanted for the longest time. I actually tried to buy this game about a year ago when I bought another game. It's a shoot 'em up, and it's quite a rare one as well. I bought it from the same seller that I bought the other game previously, like a long time ago. But when I tried to buy this game at the time, it sold out, and the price had basically gone up. This game holds its value. I mean, from when the last time I was trying to buy it, it's held its value. It's actually gone up, and when this one dropped in price, I just jumped on it. And it's brand new and it's sealed, and the game is Dragon Blaze. This is a very, very cool shoot 'em up. I've played this on MAME. It's a vertical shooter. You sort of fly on dragons. It's very nice looking, great graphics, and I'm very happy to get this. I got this for 15 quid all in. And like I said, guys, this is a game that holds its value. I mean, even used, this game can cost a lot more. It generally sort of hovers anywhere between the 17 to £20 mark. So for a new sealed copy for 15 quid of this pretty much quite a rare game. Now, I won't say rare, I'll just say it's uncommon, and it's a fantastic game as well. I'm very, very happy to finally get this into the collection. And finally, guys, I've got a couple of games here for the Super Nintendo. Again, these are games that I've wanted for a very long time. I'm very happy to finally get these in my collection, and I got good deals on them as well. I mean, not the cheapest games in the world, but you know, not crazily expensive. First game I've got here, and again, this is a shoot 'em up, one that I've wanted for a very long time. I remember playing this back in the day. It's a great quirky shooter, so I've always wanted it in my collection. And the game is Twinbee. Great vertical shooter, really cool, a lot of fun. Yeah, I got this for, it was 13 quid all in, but it's definitely worth it. Really great shoot 'em up, great graphics, very colourful, so I'm happy to finally get this. And following that up, I actually got the semi-sequel to the game, and that is Poppin' Twinbee Rainbow Belt Adventures. Now, unlike the first game, this is actually not a vertical shooter. This is actually a 2D platform game, and it's a really, really cool one as well. I've been watching this game for a very long time. It looks fantastic. It looks kind of like a cross between the 2D Rayman, Sonic and Rocket Knight Adventures. It is sort of like a combination of the three. Plays really well. It's a fantastic game, guys. I definitely urge that you pick this up. But luckily I wasn't able to just pick this up. I was also able to get the manual as well. So very happy with this purchase. It ended up costing me 13 quid, and that's a good deal for both the car and the manual. So I'm very happy to get those as well. So that's it, guys. Those are my pickups for these last few weeks. I hope there was some stuff there that you might consider picking up yourself. You know, thanks very much for watching, guys. And of course, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. And of course, I would love to hear your thoughts as well. So that's it, guys. Stay tuned for my next video. It'll be up soon. Take care, and I'll see you again. Bye for now.